Everyone, my name is Dr. Joel Rosen, and I'm here with a lovely patient of mine, Alicia, who's given me permission to talk to her today about some of the experiences she's had in our office. So, can you tell us a little bit about how you first found out about our office and maybe what you were dealing with?
Well, I first found out about the office by Googling. I just moved to the state and needed to find a new functional medicine doctor, and that's how I came about you. I had my first visit, we went over everything,
Right.
and
We went from there.
right, and I had a lot of autoimmune stuff going on, Hashimoto's,
Right.
and I also had what else do
Celiac?
Celiac.
Or not celiac, Crohn's?
I don't have celiac, but I am gluten sensitive,
Right.
and my Crohn's disease.
Crohn's disease, right.
So I had a lot going on.
Okay, and you knew about that before you started, so you had already done some research or seen someone else
Yes,
in
I've been
regards
to
to
many,
that?
many doctors.
Right, okay. All right, so then you started with us, and now it's probably, that was February, and so now it's July. And so can you tell us about any positive experiences you've had so far?
Well, I'm doing really well. I'm off my medicine for my Hashimoto's. I'm actually currently on no prescriptions.
Right,
I take supplements for my Crohn's disease,
Right.
and I'm feeling much better. A lot more energy. Not as fatigued at night.
right. So you were taking prednisone.
I was on prednisone
Right.
for a Crohn's flare,
Right,
and I've tapered off and
Right.
been good.
right. And one of the important things that I think is important to talk about is the fact that when we looked at some of your testing for your antibodies for thyroid taken several years ago, and we looked at them now, it actually looked like you didn't even have the antibodies to be high enough to be considered positive for Hashimoto's. And I couldn't figure that out at first. I was like, how could this be? And then we realized because you have adopted a healthy lifestyle, certain foods that you're eliminating that don't flare that up. So that goes, a lot of people that do very well with the program talks a lot about what you're doing as a patient and how you're improving. Would you say any concerns or fears that you had when you first started?
Well, it wasn't cheap,
Right,
and we were going through the move, and we had a lot going on.
Right.
And we had a lot of stress, so I was nervous about that. But
Right.
I feel a lot better, so I'm glad I did it, and
Right.
it was worth it.
Good. All right. So what would you tell someone who would be concerned in that situation as well? If they
Well, you have to pay for good health basically because you can't go to a regular doctor because they just want to give you a prescription.
Right.
You have to pay for it until the insurance companies decide to
It's
take care of
a
you.
sad state of affairs now. But
It
you're
really
right.
is.
And that's what I talk about a lot of the times is not, if you want quality care for a chronic condition, and a chronic condition is not just going to be medicated to good health. You have to figure out what's going wrong. If you have blood sugar imbalances or there's foods that you're reacting to or heavy metal toxicities, everything we've talked about. And that can't just be done with one pill or
No,
right?
it's a long process,
Right.
but I think it's worth it.